Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. Good evening. It's Wednesday, new comic book day. I'm going to be reviewing the books coming out next Wednesday, January 22nd. This gives you plenty of time to look for these books if there's some that you're interested in. I'm going to highlight the ones that I thought looked interesting. There's some decent books coming out from DC, Marvel, and Independence. So yeah, we're going to be covering all of them. I'll go over what I think looks good, and you guys make the decision from there. So let's jump into it. I'll also be checking the chat at the end, give a few people a shout out if anyone joins in the chat. So feel free to comment. We're using Midtown, of course, as our proxy. And let's take a look at the weekly. Oh, no. Server error. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's working. Let's start off with Dark Horse Arcbound issue 3. I like it. It's co-written by Tom Hardy, and it's pretty good. I think I read the first 2 issues. I liked it. The B cover is the one I'm interested in. That's the Dan Panosian cover. Yeah, Midtown still has a copy. I think earlier today I noticed that it was sold out at Midtown, but sometimes they make a mistake with that. So there you go, Dan Panosian, cover B. That's the one I'm interested in. I'm going to definitely pick up that copy. Black Hammer Spiral City issue 3. 2 covers on that one. I think I like the B cover a little bit better. Magic Order number 4. Just the 2 covers, and then the rest are trades and hardcovers. That's it for Dark Horse. A lot of trade paperbacks next week from Dark Horse, apparently. DC Comics, Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 1, 3rd printing will be out next week. Several different covers to pick from. The Lyrics Lee cover's nice. There is a 1 in 25 incentive by Hayden Sherman. That one's okay. Issue 2 also has a 2nd printing. And there's also a 2nd printing 1 in 25 incentive, priced at $27, the black and white. Yeah, I noticed that the DC 1 in 25 2nd printing incentives don't quite take off like the Marvel ones do. The Marvel ones are always certainly more expensive, and it seems to be a little harder to find. I don't know. Absolute Wonder Woman number 4, though, if you're reading it on an ongoing way, I think I just finished issue 3. It's pretty good. I like it. I think Absolute Batman's better. I like the writing on Absolute Batman a little bit better. Absolute Superman, I think I've only read the first issue, so I can't really quite judge that one yet. There is a nice, by the way, the C cover by DeLulis is very nice. Love the coloring on that. It's got to be digital, right? Looks digital. The Villa Lobos cover is also very nice. That's the D cover. That one looks really good. Christian Ward, I think that's a 1 in 25 by Christian Ward. That one looks cool. And the 1 in 50 by Matea DeLulis is priced at $22.50. It seems like that should not be priced that low. It's a beautiful cover. Dang, $22.50. That's crazy. That's low. It's less than half of ratio pricing. So not quite sure why it's priced so low, but yeah, it's a nice cover. I like that cover a lot. Black Canary Best of the Best issue 3. The Chuma Hill 1 in 25 cover looks nice. Chuma Hill definitely draws females better than males. It's kind of like Jenny Frison. Frison should just not draw any men at all. She should just draw women. They all look the same, and it's pretty much the same woman that she's drawing constantly. I feel the same way about Chuma Hill. I think she's a very good female cover artist. Drawing females is her thing. But I did pre-order that one in advance because I am a Chuma Hill fan. Catwoman number 72, a cover by Sebastian Firamira. I love Sebastian Firamira's artwork. I definitely think he is worth collecting. He just has a very interesting style. He comes up with some nice covers. I like that cover. It's fire, literally fire, right in the background. The Frank Cho cover is decent. The Jerky cover is a little, it's okay. There's a sweater weather cover by Nathan Serdsey, and the Forbes 1 in 25. That one looks pretty good. The Frank Cho 1 in 50 is a virgin cover of the regular C cover. DC Horror Presents #4. Yeah, I like the Tyler Crook cover. I mean, he's great for doing horror covers. He's been doing it a long time. Yeah, I like that cover. You got a Charlie Adlard cover. Detective Comics 1093. Nice Panosian cover for the B cover. I like that one. I think that's my favorite. The C cover by Juan Ferreira is pretty good, and I do like the black and white version of it a little bit better. I think that's a 1 in 25. Discounted down to $9. So that one's a deal. We got Absolute Flash coming, by the way, I think in March. Pre-orders are coming up on that very soon. Green Arrow #20. Yeah, this is a nice Deodato cover for sure. Beautiful cover there by Deodato. I like that one. It's a DC all-in tie-in. Harley Quinn 47. Got a Nakayama cover. Is a very interesting Fornes cover. Another sweater weather cover by DeMeo. And the 1 in 25 cover. Yeah, $13.50. That's not priced very good, is it? And Justice League Unlimited #3. The Zerzzi cover is nice. My favorite is the Federici, Riccardo Federici cover. That one's beautiful. Well done by Federici. There's a Tyler Kirkham cover. And the 1 in 50 Derek Kirk Kim cover is priced down to $22.50. And the 1 in 25 is priced at $9. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with DC Comics lately. But by the way, did everybody hear that Diamond Comics distributors filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy? I saw that post the other day. Not surprising. They've been terrible to their customers for many years. It's about time they went bankrupt. Bad businesses should go bankrupt. That's just the way it is. If you can't run a good business, you don't deserve to be in business. And that's how I feel about Diamond. And go talk to any comic book shop retailer. They'll fill your ear full. Superman #22. I love that B cover by Miko Suyan. Man, that's good. That one's good, but I think the one I pre-ordered, though, was the John Boy Myers cover. Yeah, that is one of the best Doomsday covers I've seen in a long time. I like the Suyan cover is really good, too, but man, that John Boy Myers cover. Yeah, that's fire. That should definitely be one of your top books next week to make sure you pick up, just for the cover alone. I don't know if Superman's worth reading. It usually isn't. But yeah. There is a E cover, a sweater weather. Where's the sweater? I don't see any sweater on Superman, but yeah, he must have burned it off already. The 1 in 25 by Lampam is discounted down to $9. Wonder Woman #17. I think the problem is a lot of people are not picking up the regular titles, Superman, Batman, maybe Batman they are, but Superman, Wonder Woman, I think there's a huge drop off in pre-orders because instead people would rather collect the Absolute series. So you got to remember, your money's only going to go to so many titles, right? I mean, if you're a regular comic book collector of new books, you're probably going to shift your money. Instead of buying regular Wonder Woman, you're going to buy Absolute Wonder Woman because it's new, it's fresh, new writing, new direction. Same thing with maybe Batman. I don't know about Batman. I think that I'm always going to collect the regular Batman no matter what. But Superman, yeah. Unless there's a really good cover on the regular Superman title, I'm going to definitely collect the Absolute Superman instead. So I think that's what's happening. People are just moving their money. They're moving their money over to the absolute titles instead of the regular titles. And that's why you're seeing these huge, huge discounts on the incentive ratios. I mean, it's crazy how a 1 in 25 is listing for $9. That's just crazy. Dynamite Entertainment. So we're done with DC. Dynamite Entertainment. Barbarella number 3. I don't know anything about this book. I did pre-order Barbarella number 5. There is an Akira homage coming on issue 5. I don't read Barbarella. I probably won't even open the book. It was a total cover buy. I don't plan on reading it. I don't really think it's worth reading, but once in a while there's some nice covers on that series. Hot girl covers for the most part. DuckTales number 2, the metal premium Tomaselli cover sold out at Midtown for $90. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's a lot of, Disney fans. I could see that being something they go for. Let's see. We're still with Dynamite Entertainment. Let me skip over some of this. Space Ghost number 9. That is a nice cover by Mattina. Terminator number 4. Bunch of covers. The Stags cover's decent. I don't know what the Shelby cover is. I don't know. Is that a boat? It's kind of a weird. I don't like that cover. I do like the David Cousins. Is it Cousins? 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 I think it's pronounced Cousins. That one's nice. I think that's a 1 in 20. I think that's a 1 in 20, but yeah, that cover's awesome. I love that cover. I think I pre-ordered that one. The Galman cover's okay. There's an Alex Ross. Icon, I don't care for those either. I think the Cousins one is the only one I picked up. There is a Thundercats number 11 Perio metal premium cover. That's sold out at Midtown. IDW Publishing, Godzilla's Monster Piece Theater issue 3. That one in, I think this is a 1 in 15 variant by Jay Gonzo. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. I think I pre-ordered that one. In the 1 in 25 by Jim Mayfood is priced at $45. It's a cool cover, but yeah, that's way over ratio. That's a 1 in 25, by the way. Sonic the Hedgehog, Best of Shadow, issue number 1. This is a one-shot. I believe there was supposed to be an incentive, a 1 in 25 incentive on this book. I don't know why Midtown is not showing it, but I distinctly remember pre-ordering the 1 in 25 on this title. So I don't know if that's not the case and it's getting canceled. I'm sure I'll be notified from where I ordered it from, but to my knowledge, there's supposed to be a 1 in 25 of this one shot. So maybe Midtown will offer it next week. I don't know, but keep your eye on that one. That could be a hot book, the 1 in 25, if it comes up for sale anywhere. Let's see. We're still with IDW Publishing, some Turtle books. I don't really pay attention to that too much. I know some of the anime fans will pick up the Turtles versus Naruto. Naruto, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I'm not really an anime person. Some of the artwork I like. Image Comics, Creepshow number 5. Yes, that B cover by Cale No is beautiful. I love that cover. That is so good. I definitely pre-ordered that one. And the beach cover. I'm kind of collecting these they're kind of Sports Illustrated covers. There's sports on each one. I think one of them was like baseball, one was football. This one was basketball. So I don't know how many issues they're going to continue to do this, but I'm definitely picking up all those beach covers. I pre-order them for like $8, so I get them under ratio. Deadly Gunslinger Spawn issue 2. I highly recommend this book. Paul Manatti's writing is so good. The art by Patrick Reynolds is fantastic. That first issue, I got to say, I was pretty impressed with it. By the way, I've got the McFarlane, just so everybody can see this real quick. Yeah, I got the 1 in 50 McFarlane. I didn't get it for $50. I paid a little bit more than that. I think I paid $80 for this. But if you look on eBay right now, this is definitely going for decent money. I think it's going for well over $200 now. I think there was a sale as high as 350. So there's a little bit of FOMO on this. I don't know how rare this book is, but I contacted some of the local retailers near me, and none of them ordered enough to get that incentive. So of the dozen or so shops in Tampa area, none of them got that book. So it might be a rare one, but I love this Gunslinger series. I can't recommend it high enough. The artwork was fantastic. The first issue story going into the origins of the Gunslinger. Oh man, it was so good. I can't wait to read issue 2. And so I definitely picked up this Mark Spears cover. I think that's the cover to get. And the A cover is not bad either, by Marco Falea. But yeah, the Spears cover is awesome. Definitely got to get that Spears cover. All right, continuing on with Image, you got G.I. Joe. Yeah, Hyde Street, I don't really collect that. King Spawn number 41. I definitely pre-ordered this one just because of the Puppeteer Lee cover. Yes, I'll take a Puppeteer Lee cover. And remember, when I pre-order these Spawn books, I think I get them for like $1.70. That's how cheap it is when you pre-order. $1.70. It's cheap. So you're crazy not to pre-order Spawn, especially if you like reading Spawn. But that one was I don't read King Spawn on a continual basis, but man, that was a total cover buy. So I definitely grabbed that one on the pre-order list. Null Hunter number 4. I kind of like this C cover here by Artyom Trakhanov. Man, that's a tough name. Trakhanov. Sounds Russian, Ukrainian or something. I don't know. It's kind of cool cover though. I'll have to look into that art. I don't know that artist at all. That's a new name for me for sure. I don't know. Some of these books I'm not too sure of. I'm going to skip through some of this. Void Rivals 16. I do like that Homer cover. That one looks cool. By the way, I've caught myself up on all the Transformers books. I think I'm up to issue 9. I've read through issue 9 of the Image series, and it's good. The writing and art by Johnson is just fantastic. So I highly recommend that series. And make sure you get all the A cover first prints. Issue number 1. I mean, that's a $30 book right now for the first print, and they're up to a 10th printing. I'm sure it'll go to a 12, 13. Who the hell knows how many printings they're going to do? But that Transformers title is doing very well. Sales on that book have been continually strong. World Tree number 12. This is a James Tynion book. I've not been keeping up with it. I think I read the first 5 or 6 issues. I thought it was okay. But I got kind of lost in it. I didn't keep up with it. But man, I do like this Puppeteer Lee cover. Yeah, that's a nice cover by Puppeteer Lee. I'm just a big fan of his artwork. I just think he's pretty darn good. So yeah, I think I grabbed that one for under $20, which is $22.50 is actually a good deal. I looked on eBay, and that's at least a $40 book on eBay at the moment. So maybe next week there'll be more copies for sale, but at the moment you can't get it cheaper on eBay at the moment. Marvel Comics, Amazing Spider-Man 66. I don't know if I love any of these covers. A Sammy cover looks kind of cool. I don't know. The Scotty Young cover, that's a 1 in 100, by the way. It's priced at $54. I don't think too many people are interested in that. Blade Red Band number 4. Nice cover by Philip Tan. I think that one looks cool, especially how grotesque it is. He's holding someone's heart that he just ripped out of their chest. Interesting cover. Dr. Doom and Rocket Raccoon number 1. This is a one-shot. I have no idea what they're going to do with this story, how they're going to incorporate Rocket Raccoon with Dr. Doom, but Marvel decided to do it. J. Michael Straczynski is doing the writing. You got Will Robson doing the art. There's the A cover there by Gary Frank. There is the Will Robson B cover. There is a C cover by Ario Endendito and the Linnell Francis U. Nice little poster kind of cover there for the D cover. And the 1 in 25 by Jung and Yoon. I just say Yoon. It's a cool cover. I like it. I think I grabbed that. I think you can get it as low as like $10. I think I grabbed it somewhere for $10. So that's a 1 in 25 incentive. The 1 in 100, I think it's a 1 in 100 by Gary Frank. Priced at $67.50. That seems pretty cheap. I think the cover's okay. The one I like is the Yoon cover, and I got it for $10. So yeah, just to get it. Fantastic 428. Looks like the Peach Momoko Rivals cover is sold out. That might be one to look for. Helverine issue 2. Dan Panosian cover is nice. Iron Man. Yeah, there's a lot of Marvel books coming out next week. Holy crap. Mystique number 4. Phoenix number 7. Nice Putri cover. I'm not really picking up too many Marvel books. I'll buy one occasionally because the cover looks good, but yeah, I'm not really reading it on a constant basis. Star Wars Battle of Jakku Last Stand number 4. I think I pre-ordered the C cover by John Guion. I think I pre-ordered that one. And the Gist cover. I'm a big fan of Gist. I think there's supposed to be some new appearance in this issue, so I think that's the reason I pre-ordered it. I read it somewhere, I think. If I'm not mistaken, but we'll see. TVA number 2, not really interested in that. Ultimate Spider-Man number 13. Benjamin Sue cover looks kind of cool. I'm not a big Greg Land fan. Uncanny X-Men number 9. You got these kind of cool throwback covers. That's definitely a cover that came out back in the 70s, early 80s. It kind of has that look to it. Mike Mayhew Nightcrawler. That one looks cool. West Coast Avengers goes to a second printing with the Adam Hughes cover. And there is a second printing incentive cover by Todd Knock with Kilowatt. I think that might be maybe a new character, Kilowatt. I'm not too sure. $81 though, man. I don't know. That might be a tough book to find though, because how many shops are going to order, 25 copies of a second printing on West Coast Avengers? It's just not a title that warrants, picking up that many copies. But I don't know. $81 is a pretty costly price of admission. Who knows though? I think you got to really love the cover to do that. I did pick up the 1 in 25 second printing incentive on Aliens versus Avengers. That one, in my opinion, was worth spending. I think I spent $67 on it, which is way more than Ratio. But you just can't find that book anywhere. And I've seen people spend over $150 for it on eBay. So that one was worth picking up for $67. Wolverine Revenge number 4. Nice cover there by Massafera. It's a nice Otley cover. Capullo did a cover. There's also a Stephanie Hans Red Band cover. Definitely an EC homage there. I like that one. I think that's a 1 in 25. Or that might be a 1 in 50. I'm sorry, 1 in 50. I believe that's a 1 in 50. Priced at $36. The Capullo Virgin, that's a 1 in 100. Priced at $90. That one's kind of cool. That might be a tough book to get in high grade though, because of that black cover, especially if Marvel uses their cheap paper. They don't use a cardstock cover like DC and most independent publishers use. They're probably going to use that cheap Marvel paper. So yeah, this could be a good book to have if it's in really high grade. So probably the thing to do is to go to your local comic book shop. If they have that book, it'll probably be on the wall. Look at it very carefully. Make sure there's no spine ticks. There's no problems on the corners. It's a black cover. It's going to be definitely condition sensitive. But if you get one that's definitely a 9.8, I could see people spending $250 for that book because I think that's going to be a tough one to get in 9.8. So that might be a way to make some extra money. X-Men Xavier's Secret #1. This is a one shot. I do like that incentive cover there by Aka. And that's it for Marvel, man. A lot of books from Marvel next week. Holy crap. Some trade paperbacks, some hardcovers. Just a lot of stuff coming out next week from Marvel. Independence. What do we got here? Yeah, I did grab this one. Devil's Dominion Deluxe Edition by Piper Redditch. I think it's just a beautiful cover. Total cover by, I don't even know if I'll open it up and read it, but I like that cover. And it sold out. I don't know how many copies they had, but I grabbed one off Midtown before it sold out. Let's see what else we got here. I'm not going to mention every single book. I think there's a couple more to mention. Grimm Fairy Tales, nice towel cover. Looks like this Headsman #1 sold out. Australian cover. What does that mean? No idea. House of Slaughter #29. Bunch of covers on that one. The Inhook Lee cover looks cool. In Bloom #2. This is Boom Studios. Yeah, the Olivetti cover is pretty wild looking. That one looks nice. There's a version of that as well. Lawful #7. I do like that Mercado cover and the Virgin Caridad cover. That one looks cool. Distillery Media has Life #4. That'll be out next week. Bunch of covers on that one. I kind of like the what is it here? I don't know who did that B cover. Never mind. Liquid Kill #4. I do like this B cover by Sarmento. Mark Spears Monsters #2. Second printing incentive. Black and white. I don't like. I mean, Mark Spears. What makes Mark Spears great is his use of color. I don't like this one. I don't think it's that great. But hey, if you're into the black and white version, that's the one that you may want to pick up. Mud and Madness #3. I do love this cover. Man, this thing sold out very quick. I tried to grab this off of Midtown, and I couldn't. It sold out before I could put it in my cart. So I love the cover. I think it's very, very well done. I was able to find another website that still had it available for pre-order. Hopefully they don't cancel my order. So I'm a little worried that I may not be able to get this. I went to Blood Moon Comics' website. It's sold out at their website as well. So I don't know. That could be a tough book to find. It's just not a book that your retailer is probably going to order a lot of. So keep checking Blood Moon Comics' website. They may magically have copies for sale in the coming weeks. Who knows? I do love that cover. I think it's a fantastic cover. So, yep. It sold out real quick at Midtown too, which tells me I wasn't the only one that liked it. Papa Duke #1. There's a bunch of covers on this one. The one I liked and grabbed was the Todd Skull cover. The C cover. That's the one I like. The D cover is not bad either, but I think the C is the best. There is a hollow foil flip cover for $18. There is a hollow foil flip cover for $27, and the metal cover sold out for $90. So they probably only had one copy. And there is a virgin flip cover as well for $27, still available. Pinoculus. What was this? Pinup Oculus. I'm not saying that right. Pinoculus. No, it's collapse, right? Like apocalypse, but Pinocalypse. Pinocalypse. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly now. A bunch of covers on that one. Walking Dead homage. I'm surprised none of them are sold out. I was expecting The Walking Dead to sell out, but it's not. Um, yeah, there's a couple incentives as well. I'm a little surprised none of them are sold out. There's a movie homage cover. Yeah, still all available. Power Rangers Prime number 3. I think there is a cover that I liked that I did grab. Let's see which one it is. That and Hookley one's pretty nice. I want to believe. I think the one I like is this one right here, the black and white Danny Earls cover. I love that big robot in the background. It kind of reminds me of like the Iron Giant. Remember that movie, The Iron Giant? Yeah, The Iron Giant. I got an Iron Giant right there behind me. He's right there. That's the Shadow. By the way, that's one of my most prized possessions. Is my Iron Giant Mondo exclusive. I paid a lot of money for that. And by the way, there's only supposedly, putting my thumb at him right there. There's only 50 of those in the world. So they're made in Japan. Yeah, that's called the Shadow variant. You're not likely to see that one for sale very often. I waited 2 years to find that on eBay. So yeah, that was a labor of love. But that's the one I like, just because that cover reminds me of the Iron Giant. So that's why I grabbed that. Total cover buy. I'm not really into Power Rangers. If I have 5 Power Rangers comics in my entire collection, I'd be surprised. So I'm not a regular collector of Power Rangers. That may be the last book. I don't think there was anything else coming out in the world of independence. Oh, if you're a Tool fan, Rock and Roll Biographies, Tool in color. That's available still. Stitches number 2. Looks like the B cover. I kind of like that cover. It's cool. $18. That's sold out at Midtown. Time Awaits. This is Chip Zdarsky. Might be good. I don't know. Issue 3. I didn't read the first 2 issues, so it's not something I'm probably going to pick up. But there it is for you. Toxic Avenger number 4. I did grab this Jay Gonzo cover. I love it. It's crazy looking. I just like that style of art anyways. So I did grab that one. Vicarious issue 4. I've been reading Vicarious. It's pretty good. It's kind of like somebody that offers up their body as an avatar to somebody else. It's kind of an interesting concept. I could see that being made into some type of movie. I dig these Panosian covers, so I think I pre-ordered that one. That looks cool. I think that's it. I don't really know. Yeah. I don't know a lot of these books. The rest are all hardcovers and trade paperbacks. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I had for you. Those are the books coming out next Wednesday. That gives you time to prepare. There's some cool looking covers that are coming out. Wanted to highlight all that. I did get a bunch of books in the mail here recently. I may have to do a separate show for that. Yeah, I got a lot of books. I got a lot of reading to do. I think the 2 biggest books I've picked up this year, though, are the Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, McFarlane. That 1 in 50. That is like a $300, $250 to $300 book right now, easily. And then this one, Spawn 360. This is the 1 in 50 by Brett Booth. I love this cover. Again, I wish I got it for $50. I wish I had pre-ordered it, but I didn't. This was tough to find on pre-orders even. I was able to pick it up for about $80. And again, this is like a $250 to $275 book. I think there was a copy that sold as high as $300. So yeah, if you're a big Spawn collector, this is going to be one to chase. And that's why I think these books will hold value for a while, just because there are crazy, crazy Spawn collectors out there that will spend really big money on a rare Spawn book. Probably the biggest book I bought last year that I loved. I paid good money for it. It's this one. There is one copy for sale. I think there's one copy for sale right now on eBay, and they're asking like $420 for it. I got this one for about 200. Star Trek, Green Lantern, Stranger Worlds. This is the 1 in 10 ratio incentive by Tony Shasteen, and I just love it. I mean, if you're a big Star Trek fan, which I love Star Trek, but with Spock and Kirk both wearing Green Lantern costumes, I mean, you can't beat that. It's one of the best covers I've seen in a long time. I didn't even know about this until recently. I think this made the cover price movers and shakers list. That's how I found out about it. But man, I just love that cover. It's so good. And it's really hard to find a high grade. I passed on a couple previously that just had a lot of spine ticks along the spine there. This one has none. I mean, it's definitely a 9.8 candidate for sure. I'm pretty positive it would get a 9.8 grade. So yeah, 9.8. This is easily a $500-600 book, in my opinion. I don't know. There hasn't been a 9.8 for sale in quite a while. I think last year, near the end of last year, there was a 9.8 that sold for $175. That guy did well. I think the reason you're not going to see that book for sale very often is the people that buy that are big Star Trek fans, and they know it's a rare book, and they are not partying with it, at least not for a lot of money. So where you're going to find it is some shop has it. Like I think I bought my copy from some guy in England, so I had to pay a little bit more for shipping. So with shipping, it was probably like $220. It'll usually be from a shop that has the book, and they're not really collecting it. But if a collector owns it, that's why you're just not going to find that book come up for sale very often, because most of the people that have that book love Star Trek. It's in their collection, and it ain't going anywhere. Just like me, I'm never going to sell that book. So I shouldn't say never. I mean, if someone threw crazy money at me, maybe I would. But yeah, it's just an awesome book. I love it, and I'm glad it's in the collection. Let me give a shout out to a couple people in the chat before I sign off. We got Kenneth Bird. Good to see you, my friend. We got Strange Dog Comic Stuff. He's stopping by to say hello. And we got Cardstock Variant. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, the Star Trek. It's an awesome retro Star Trek look. All right, guys, that's what I had for you. Those are your books coming out next Wednesday, the 22nd. That gives you time to plan, check your local comic book shop, see if they have those books coming in. Maybe check online. Midtown still has a lot of them available. So if you're interested, make your orders, and I will have more content for you later this week. I think Thursday night I've got some time available to do a live stream. So I think what I'll do is if I do a live stream on Thursday night, I'm going to go through a lot of my books. I mean, I got a big stack here of books that I've got in that I haven't quite looked at yet and haven't talked about. So I'm going to kind of pull out my favorites. And I also want to review with you my Transformers collection. This is the newer Image Transformers collection. It's really good. I've always kind of been a fan of Transformers. I got Transformers #1 on the wall, graded. And it's just, I remember watching the cartoon when I was a kid. I had a couple of the Transformer toys, but I never had the one I wanted. The Optimus Prime was the ultimate Transformers to get, and I never had that one. I think I wanted that one, and I think I wanted Starscream because I liked that there was somebody that that they turned into a jet. I think I liked Starscream. Yeah, Starscream and Optimus Prime were the two that I really wanted, but I never picked up. I think I had like a small. I think I had one of the Dinobots, the one that looks like Tyrannosaurus Rex. I can't remember his name. Yeah, but yeah, it's just nostalgia from your childhood. I mean, that's something I definitely remember back in the 80s, watching the cartoons, that and G.I. Joe. I mean, that's just all nostalgia for me. And that's why that stuff is doing so well. And I love that Image has picked up those properties from IDW. IDW was really not doing that great a job with them. And it's been really rebooted with Image and Kirkman, and I think it's doing great. Johnson is doing a fantastic job writing and drawing. He's perfect for drawing Transformers. I love his art. His storytelling is amazing. Pick that up. If not the originals, go buy the trade paperbacks. But if you're gonna buy them for collectability, pick up the A covers. I wouldn't even mess with the incentives. Don't mess with the incentives. I would just pick up the regular A covers. If you can find a comic lot deal, that's what I did. I found like issues 1 through 8 for like $100. Issue 1 and 2 are going to cost you like $30 each. So there's $60 right there. So if you could get a good comic run of them, and the problem is issue 5 and 6 are hard to find, especially the A cover first prints. So if you can find a seller on eBay that will sell you a 1 through 5, 1 through 8, 1 through 10, if you can get a good deal on a set, that's what I would do. A covers only. All right, guys, that's all I had for you. Hope you're having a great week so far. Look for me Thursday night. I'll try to send out a notification ahead of time, and we'll talk comics. Go get your books.